Alright guys, so here we are once again for another last to first challenge video. As always, when the real life circus comes to a particular track, we'll be doing a last to first challenge at the same track that they're going to as well. So this weekend it's going to be Brazil, one of my more favourite tracks. If you've seen some of my career mode videos, or even if you're a really long time subscriber, you'll know that I particularly like that track in league racing as well. I think I've got a pretty good record at this racetrack anyway. But what we're going to be doing today is, if you haven't seen this series before, it's like a mini series. We'll be driving a quicker car, starting from the back, trying to win the race, starting from last place in a 25% race. So what we've done so far, we've done Mercedes, we've done Ferrari, we haven't done Williams yet, so that's what we're going to do today. And since it's the Brazilian Grand Prix, I think what better driver to choose than Felipe Massa. Before we get this video underway properly, I just want to say I'm going to be doing a Q&A very soon, so if you want to ask me some questions, put them down in the comments. I'll go through all of them and I'll pick out the best ones to answer in a future video coming very soon. I don't know, maybe a week or so. So put them in the comments and I'll answer as many as I can in a video very soon.
Kimi Räikkönen finishes the session with the fastest lap and pole for tomorrow's race. What a brilliant performance by the Finnish driver.
See, that's what happens when Kimi doesn't get lost to the final corner.
Welcome to Sao Paulo.
Oh my god, no. How can you sit back and relax when you've got to put yourself through that much rain into turn 1 with another 20 AI cars? This is going to be very interesting. I set it to dynamic weather because what the hell? You don't normally expect a wet race to happen in front of your eyes, but this is the race that we've got to deal with. I wonder if the forecast this weekend is scheduled for heavy rain. I'm not too sure. Brazil always throws up some interesting weather, shall we say, and that in turn provides some awesome races. So yeah, as I said, I don't know what the forecast is like. I'm recording this on the 10th of November, so the weekend is still many days away, so I have no idea what's going to happen. No predictions as to what might happen. I don't know what the news is, so if you guys want to fill me in, then let me know down in the comments. But here we go, waiting for those 5 red lights, and away we go here in Brazil. Since it is heavy rain, I don't expect that there will be any pit stops unless the track dries out. So we've got to do all this overtaking on our own here into turn 1. Up the inside, had to mount the curb a little bit, but we're still fine. Making contact with a McLaren Honda, it's okay. We're going to pass them on the straight anyway, it doesn't matter. Up in a fast. I actually don't think that I've done too many heavy rain races like this. It almost looks like stormy weather. Now stormy weather is pretty much the highest amount of rain you can get on this game. It probably means that aquaplaning is definitely going to be a regular occurrence in this race. But trying to get around Kivy out here, we'll go up the inside into this right-hander. All these guys going very slowly. I wonder if someone has lost their front wing or something. But anyway, up next is Maldonado. Ericsson, there's a massive train of cars here. If we can just get around these guys quickly while they're on cold tyres, then oh my god, we've made up so many positions this lap, it's ridiculous. Have a look at my previous videos, my previous last to first videos, and let me know if this is the best start we've had. I don't think we've got inside the top 10 before by the end of the first lap. I may be wrong, but let me know. This is an absolutely crazy start so far, and it's only lap 1. Oh my god, the car is... What's going on? I'm having trouble keeping temperature in the tyres, I'm not sure. Like, the grip in this car is not quite there now after this first lap. I'm guessing everyone else's tyres are heating up, but mine aren't. Contrary to popular belief, they're overheating. Wow. Hamilton 19.9. Let's see what our lap time is in comparison to that. It's probably going to be nowhere near it. It's 1:22, 3 seconds off the pace. That is a long way on a short lap like this, like Brazil. Even if you're a second slower, that's still massive. We've gone purple through the middle sector. Are we going to... 1 minute 20, 2 seconds is the improvement on our previous best. If we can get that in the 19s, then I'll be much more happier. I'm having to really finesse this car to get it anywhere in this race. You just got to back off a lot more coming into corners, just arrest the speed a lot more, slow in, fast out, is really the technique you want to take into this race. For some reason, you've lost all mid-corner speed, so you've just got to slow it up so much and just plant the throttle on exit, and that seems to be working for us so far. Our teammate Bottas is holding up Vettel and Ricciardo, an absolute treat here, and I'm going to try and take advantage. Oh wow, we do have a pit window. I wasn't expecting us to pit in this race, especially given how short it is. Normally a set of wet tyres can do the distance of an entire race, so we could in fact stay out and just wait for the AI to pit and then gain track position because of that. But I don't know, the rain may get lighter and we may need to switch to inters, so we could win this race on just pure race strategy, who knows. Bottas at the front has been overtaken by the Ferrari. He was the one holding up that group so much, and now I think they're going to pull away a little bit. Let's try and close the gap if we can. I am trying to push, a little bit, but you don't want to push too much, because as soon as you try and take any kind of speed into a corner, you just understeer wide at the moment. It's a little bit frustrating. It's a bit of a grind at the moment, but I'm just trying to, just like that. You try and push a little bit, you lock up the inside front tyre, and the other way that happens is you just get understeer through a high-speed corner, so you've just got to play it cool, play it safe, and just slowly make those inroads. That's the way you've got to drive this Williams, at least. It's a lot different to driving the Red Bull in career mode. This thing doesn't have the front end that the Renault-powered cars have. That's something I've definitely noticed already. Even in Grand Prix mode, with all the upgrades, quote-unquote, installed, this Williams still doesn't have the front-end grip that the Red Bull does in career mode. Look at the front tyres, they're really going off. That's just further evidence of the understeer. The front's just not holding on at the moment. I'm not too sure why. It almost feels like they're overheating. Yes, they are! And it's heavy rain. There's puddles all over the circuit. What's going on? Codemasters, you're not making this game correctly. The wet tyres should not be overheating in conditions like this. I'm not even pushing the car at all, and it's sending me backwards. Is it getting so bad that I need to pit in for a set of inters? I guarantee if I come in for inters, I'll just be aquaplaning everywhere and there won't be any temperature generated in the tyres at all. That's what's going to happen. It's just no tyres at all are suited to the conditions. Look at them now, they're pretty much all yellow. As soon as we go through a corner, you'll see it again. They may even spike up to orange. Yeah, the front left did. I'm really considering going to inters now. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going in for inters. We're going to YOLO. We're going to see what happens, and if it fails, who cares? It's just a 25% race. We'll end up last, who cares? We'll have a bit of fun in the process. So we've got the Red Bull in the pits and Sebastian Vettel. So the two cars we were battling are in the pits as well. So we'll see if this gamble has worked out or not. I am about 90% sure it will not work, but we'll see. Oh my grip! There is none. There is absolutely none. Lucky for you guys, I prepared this earlier. Lucky for you guys, I prepared a mid-session save from earlier, and away we go then. We have found out that inters is definitely the wrong choice, so we're going to come in once again and put on a set of wet tyres, as if nothing happened. I hope it knows that we're putting on wet tyres, because I haven't selected any tyres. Yes, it has. Okay, thank you. 2.4 second stop. That's really good. It's one good thing Williams has done for me today. Ugh. That pit lane just feels absolutely awful. It even feels worse in the dry. There's no grip through there. You'll just end up going straight into the wall if you're not careful. Now the rear tyres are overheating, which I found absolutely hilarious. Is that going to be the thing that plagues us in this stint? But I don't know. Halfway through this race now, and we can see a lot of people in the pits now for their set of wet tyres. Are we going to jump our teammate who comes in on the next lap? I really don't think we will, because our outlap here has been absolutely shocking. Here we go. Now the battle can start. Ricciardo catching up to the back of Bottas, and we're catching Ricciardo too. Let's see what the straight line speed is like now that we put it up into fast. Let's see if Bottas defends into turn 1 here, and that can maybe give us some kind of opportunity into turn 1. Look at the slipstream, it's working wonders here into turn 1, and up the inside. We've got Ricciardo for P6, but he's still on our inside there. We need to leave him a little bit of space, and now we've got him. The Brazilian fans are going to love this one. Massa on Bottas. Can we get in front of our teammate? If we could, I could just imagine the stands, the grandstands, just erupting, just screaming as soon as we get this position done. Up the inside into turn 4, and we've got him. Into P5. Yes. Now, next up is Sebastian Vettel. He is, I don't know, 6-7 seconds up the road. That is a massive gap to close, I'm not going to lie. I don't think we're going to get there. But P5, in fully wet conditions, I think it's going to be a really good result in this Williams. And now we're pulling away from Bottas massively, who seems to be struggling. The only thing we can hope for now is if the track dries out and we have to switch to winters or something. Oh, we've fallen off the racetrack. It's not looking good, guys. We are 0.38 down on fuel, and we've only got just over a lap to go. I've been in lean for like the last 3 laps, and I've given away all my lead to Bottas, and the car behind, I think it's Ricciardo. I don't think we're going to hang on to P5, unfortunately. And here comes Bottas. Let's go defensive into the first corner. We've overshot turn 1, that's fine. Just park it on the apex. There's nothing he can do just yet. He's going to have to wait till turn 4 to pass me up the inside or something. Nice, clean shifts. The fuel is coming down. Actually, a lot quicker than what I thought it would. Maybe the wet conditions is helping. It definitely is. We may well hang on to P5 just on this final lap. We'll have to wait and see though. Almost there. So close. Down to 0.01. Just a few more corners of lean fuel mixture and we'll be in the clear. We'll be able to run standard for the final straight and up to the finish line. We are now optimal, so now we can put it up to standard. Lewis Hamilton has won this race, so he's stolen it from Kimi Wright. Oh, we've gone back down to 0.01. You know what? I think that's going to be fine. We may just run out on the final meter, but that'll be fine. It's teetering between optimal and 0.001 down. I think we're going to be fine. Up to the line now. We've got Bottas right behind us. He's too far behind for him to catch up. I've lost my English. Up to the line. We finished P5 in this last to first challenge, and we lose the front wing over the finish line as well.
Great drive from the world champion Lewis Hamilton. On days like today, he's just unbeatable in that Mercedes.
So there we go, guys. That has been another video on this last to first challenge series that I'm doing at the moment. If you have any questions for a Q&A coming out very soon, then make sure you leave them down in the comment section down below. That'll be much appreciated. I'll try and answer as many as I can, but just be aware that I can't answer all of them. There's probably going to be a few hundred, I'm guessing. So that's been this video for today. If you have any predictions for the race this weekend, let me know as well down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video, hopefully tomorrow.